So we're stuck on a hill.
Så er du færdig med at filme?
No. So we are trying to get up a hill and we're stuck. So apparently you can get socks for the car that you have to put on the front wheels. And we are going.
Så får vi lige det sidste på.
Ja, så vil jeg køre den herop og så fylde den. Så.
In the car on the way down to rent some cross-country skis, and as you saw we were stuck in the middle of the hill, but we are on our way now. So we're going down to different stores to see whether or not it is best to rent or to buy some for our own, because we are planning on going on a lot more cross-country skiing holidays, especially when our puppy is turning old enough to run and is allowed to come with us on cross country. Fuck that light. As you can see, it is a very steep hill, and we've already come from a very steep hill, and so far this trip has only been uphill, and I'm having a very, very, very hard time.
You wanna know by now how much I love you. One day you can be sugar. I've never asked for more than your love. Nothing's gonna change my love for you. You wanna know by now how much I love you.
Okay, so status is that we did cross-country skiing all the way up to the top of the hill. The same hill where people doing alpine skiing is coming to get something to drink and eat. So it was very, very steep all the way uphill, and my average pulse was around 170, which is very high, but we made it to skihytta, and now we're going the same way down, so it's hopefully going to be, or I know it's going to be very downhill. Okay guys, so we haven't really done a talking 101 yet, so I think this is going to be my first one where I'm sitting down and talking to you guys on this holiday. But I thought we could do a get ready with me while I try to do my makeup. I don't have a mirror except for the ones that come with the makeup I have, so it's going to be a bit challenging, but I will try to put you guys my makeup mirror here maybe, so it's not in the way, and then let's try and see if we can do some makeup. And the reason why we are doing makeup today is because we are going to a yarn store, and this is really the highlight of my trip, because I'm not able to do alpine skiing this year because I have a hip injury that I'm gonna get operated on, but for now I still have it, and I have an injury in my tailbone, and it's really not worth those injuries getting possibly worse with me skiing or snowboarding. I do both. I prefer to do snowboarding. No reason for that. So this year I've only rented cross-country skis that I just came home from our first trip, and honestly it was horrible. My boyfriend was like, yeah, let's do this one, it's gonna be so much fun. And turns out it was uphill the whole way, so we did an uphill skiing, like cross-country skiing trip as the first cross-country ski trip of the year, for where we went uphill for like an hour. It was so hard. My average pulse was 170, which is crazy high, and my pulse even came up to around 192. So yeah, that was really difficult, but I'm here. I took a shower. I'm feeling very good with myself for doing that. So I am kind of feeling like treating myself, because it is a difficult holiday to be on, just because my granddad just passed, as I mentioned a couple of times, and we usually went on skiing holiday with him and my grandma. So my grandma is with us this year, as well as my aunt, her husband, and their 2 children, but it's a bit difficult not having him here with us, and then me not being able to ski is really annoying. So I am kind of feeling like treating myself. They have like this very cute yarn store down in the town that we're gonna go take a look at, my grandma, my mom, and I thought this could be a bit of a get to know me as well. So if you don't like, if you're not into that and you don't really care, you can, I will put a timestamp on when you should like proceed to. So first like thing I think you guys should know about me and that we should talk about is definitely my education, because that is a really big part of my social media as well. And I study chemical engineering. I'm on my final year. I'm doing my master's thesis, and I'm doing it in the sustainable coloring of yarn. And the way I'm doing this is I'm looking at different like waste streams. So it can be like food waste, or I'm looking at some byproducts from like a wine production, and then I'm seeing if I can extract any colors or like biomordants that I can use for coloring yarn. It is a very fun, like very different thesis compared to what people normally do. So I have to figure out how like I do it scientific enough, or that it comes close enough to like what we're supposed to do for our thesis. So I'm gonna do some wash testing to see how well the color resists to washing and to light and to wear of the yarns, and then I'm gonna do like different extraction methods on like the products. So like of course using water, but like other solvents as well. Could be ethanol or other biosolvents that are like green solvents, so they are sustainable. And yeah, that's really what my thesis is about. And it's taking a bit longer for me. I think I've mentioned it in a couple of videos, but I suffer very much from anxiety. Wow, my hair looks crazy in this light. So I suffer very much from anxiety. I've done it most of my life, and that means that I have actually been on sick leave for quite some time with my studies, and I have like more time to finish my thesis than normally. So I'm not sure when it will be finished yet, but I am working on that because I know some of you guys have asked. And yeah, I got another question about like how I got into yarn and how I got to do research with that. And honestly, I just have the best supervisor. He is so nice, and I talked to him about the project and like what I wanted to do. And he's like, even though it's not even in his field of research, he told me that we can totally do that. And he's helping me the best way he can, which is so nice of him. So I'm actually a part of a group that looks at separation methods or like treatment of wastewater and stuff like that. So it's very much fun when we're in these group meetings and we have to talk about like what we're doing with each other, and everybody is talking about their stuff and then I'm here talking about yarn. But I enjoy it so much more than the other projects I've done throughout uni, which is making me so happy. And I'm doing what is called an internship in your own startup, which is why I keep telling you I'm doing a project. But the way this works is that I'm actually doing an internship, but it's in my own startup. So I really want to start up a yarn brand, which if you guys are interested, let me know, because I can totally do like videos on starting up your own company and my process and take you with me. So you can totally let me know if you're interested in that, and I would love to make it for you guys. But that also means that my project that I have to hand in is not as technical as if you're doing like a research project, because some of the like part of the project has to be about like me starting my company and defining like my values and like the target customer and stuff like that. So that is a part of it too, which I really enjoy. And that also means that making videos and talking to you guys kinda is my uni work, but not really. Another thing I think you guys should know about me is that I love sports. So for the past 12 years of my life, I've done martial arts. I started out doing taekwondo, and then I started out doing kickboxing. And kickboxing is actually where I met my boyfriend, which is so cool, and I really enjoy it. Unfortunately, my hip injury is from doing kickboxing, and I've made a like tear on some of the ligaments on this side of my hip, which they have to operate on because it hurts me to walk. Did I make a bloggen? So unfortunately, that is what they are operating me for. So I had to stop doing martial arts, but it's been a really big part of my life. Fun fact, I have the black belt in Taekwondo, actually the 2nd degree black belt. So it was something I did with my dad, so he has it too. And we spent like 10 years of our lives doing that together, and then we started doing kickboxing together, and I'm so sad that we cannot do kickboxing anymore because of my hips. But he said he's been having some problems with his too, so for like medical reasons or like health reasons, it's probably better that we don't. So instead of doing that, I really need something like a dopamine kind of thing for my workouts. I started really getting into weightlifting, and that is something I'm doing now for fun. And my obsession has been with pull-ups. So I started out wanting really much to do pull-ups, and I've been training to do that. So I actually ended up being able to do 9 bodyweight pull-ups and doing pull-ups with 10 kg. But then I stopped because my anxiety got really bad, but I'm starting out again, so now I can do 5, but I'm slowly working my way back up. Also for the cross-country skiing trip we did, I'm gonna have to cut out some of the words I said because it was so difficult for me, and I was having such a hard time that I was swearing so much. But apart from that, I think a lot of the footage is of me being a bit mad because I was having such a hard time. But it was honestly a really beautiful trip, and I did it with my boyfriend and my dad, and it was a lot of fun. But just a disclaimer that I was pretty mad when I did it. I think that was it for what we're going to be talking about while I do my makeup. So I'm going to finish it with my mascara that I'm going to do off camera, and then I will see you later. Okay, so everybody is out skiing and I'm here alone with my grandma. And I just thought that I would show you guys what I got yesterday because I went to the yarn store that is here in Trysil. And the lady was such a sweetheart. I really liked going there, and they had such a big selection of yarn. They had loads of Sandness, which is a Norwegian brand, loads of Raumagan, which is also a Norwegian brand, and then loads of Isager, which is a Danish brand, but I actually ended up buying some yarn from Isager. And I wanted to show you guys. So I actually went there 2 times. The first time it was with my mom and my grandma, and I bought this stuff from Isager. And then the second time I actually went with my dad, my uncle, and my brother because we were going to a beer tasting down in Trysil, and the brewery was just right next to the yarn store. And I completely regretted not getting some of the Norwegian pelsul from Hillersvåg, so I had to go back and pick that up. But let me start out by showing you what I got from Isager, and it was because they had this lovely boucle yarn on sale for 50% off. It is 100% alpaca. It is this gorgeous green color boucle yarn that I got along with a silk mohair also from Isager. And I bought it because they had this very lovely beanie knitted up in store without like the pom-pom of it. I think you can see it here. And they had made it in this very beautiful green color. I usually don't wear green, but I hope I can wear it. What do you guys think? Do you think it's an okay color for me? I don't know. I just fell completely in love with this, and I'm planning on casting this project on today actually because I really want to get it done so I can wear it while it's still cold. So the second time I went was because I wanted to get something from Hillersvåg for myself and for my grandma. And I told the lady that I was filming for my YouTube channel, and she got so happy that she gifted me a net. And the shop was called Husfluen. She was so nice, she gifted me the net here. But I went back to get the Tinne wool from Hillersvåg Ullfabrik, and it is this 100% Norwegian pelsul, which is also called Gotlanderull. It is this specific type of sheep, and it's actually the same sheep that we have at home. So I really wanted to try this out. It is a very rustic yarn, and it is 100 grams, 260 meters. But my plan is to knit this up into a vest that I can wear on colder days, especially because my dog and I are doing a lot of dog training and going to a lot of classes, and they are outside and it is so cold. So my plan is to knit this up into a very functional vest and not necessarily like a pretty one, just one for use. And my grandma fell in love with another color that was this reddish color that I ended up getting her one like hang off when I got back to the store. So there's enough that she can knit a pair of socks, which I think is so nice. And I only got 300 grams of this. I hope it is enough for a vest. I think it will be. And then only one ball of each of these for the hat. So I really didn't go all out. I just had to do something nice this holiday because everybody else is out skiing and I can't with my hip, and it is just very annoying, very frustrating. So I'm just sitting at home and knitting. And the next thing I want to show you is actually what I've been knitting on. Okay, so I thought we could change places, so I'm sitting in the couch now. But this holiday has really been all about knitting skirts. So I'm actually doing a test knit for Auguste Knit, and it is this skirt. It is for her next upcoming book, and it just knitted up so quickly. I casted it on the day before we had to travel here, and I finished it after like 2 days. So it is knitted in the Du Store Alpaca Upcycle Celine, the same one I knitted my Osetta Winters pullover in. And it just turned out so nice. It will look so stunning when I get home, and I am blocking this. I really can't tell you a lot about the pattern because it is a test knit and it will be upcoming in her book, but just wanted to showcase how beautiful this skirt is. The second skirt I'm knitting, it is my favorite things knitwear skirt number 1, and I've come so far with this in the last couple of days. I forgot to bring my elastic band, so I made like a hole where this was supposed to be like completely like sewn in, so I can put the elastic band in here, but so far it is going very well. I'm knitting it in Delana's Rustica along with Casa Sol's cotton mohair, and I think it's called the candy cotton yarn, and it is just this very beautiful like mohair and cotton yarn which is held together. It is not even spun together with the Rustica, and it is turning out so great. So I just so excited. I think I will finish this in the next couple of days, but for now I'm gonna cast on the the hat that I want to knit. Okay, so we are actually going to the same yarn store that we've been to twice again now, because my grandma really wants me to knit her a vest, which I think is so cute. Bought her a like hang of yarn in this beautiful red color, and she really wants a vest in that color, so we're gonna go down, buy some more yarn so that there's enough for a vest, and then I'm gonna knit her one up. So let's go to the yarn store for the third time. Also, with the yarn I bought, I finished this bonnet, which I think is so cute. So I thought we could wear it down to the store together. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys the skirt number 1 by My Favorite Things Knitwear, because I'm actually pretty far with it. So as you can see, it fits pretty well here. I'm still needing to get the elastic band and a bit more length to the skirt, but so far I'm thinking it looks pretty good, so I'm really happy with it. It looks like this so far, not having it on. It has German short rows in the back, which gives it a bit more length, and then I made this hole, I think I showed it to you guys before, but where the elastic band goes in when I get home, and I have the elastic band, but so far I'm pretty happy with it. And yeah, okay, so I am back and I brought with me the yarn that we bought. So this is the stuff I bought yesterday, and then this is the stuff we got today. So yesterday I didn't get to show you the yarn that I got from my grandma, but it was this yarn in this red color. It's the tin Trysil in, well, so the color red, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. And I bought this one hang for my grandma so she could make a pair of socks, because she really loved the color. But today at breakfast, she told me that she was so sad that she didn't buy this yarn so that I could knit her a vest, because she really wanted a vest in this color. So we decided to go there again today, and we got 400 grams of this yarn to make her I think it's going to be like a V-neck vest. So I'm so happy with that. Furthermore, I bought one more skein each of these that I made the bonnet with, because I'm going to make some like mittens or like fingerless gloves that I'm gonna wear with them. So I'm so happy with this as well. I really enjoyed the bonnet that I made, and she decided that it was gonna be her treat, like the whole yarn shopping thing. So we of course bought her yarn, but she also got me a sweater quantity of the Sandness Double Sunday in the color 3800 Bristol Black, and it is this 100% merino wool yarn that is non-superwash, and it is just the most gorgeous color. So she got me 400 grams of this, and then this is the red color of the Trysil, and it was honestly so nice to go with her to the yarn store. It was just the two of us, and I had so much fun. And the lady in the yarn store, she was so happy to see us again, and she thought the bonnet that I made looked so nice. So she was gonna, like, I had to write up the pattern for her, like where she could buy it, and she's gonna buy it and make it into like some small like combine things with yarn and the pattern that people can buy in the yarn store. So that was so much fun. And then I had a talk with my orthopedic surgeon yesterday on the phone, and he told me that my scans came back and both of the ligaments on the side of my hips has tears in them, so I'm not allowed to do like any skiing. I'm not allowed to walk too much. I'm not allowed to do too deep of squats and everything like that. So I was a bit sad. That was quite a bad like news. And then I'm gonna get like a appointment at the hospital to talk with a surgeon that's gonna do my operation. So I was a bit sad. We decided to go to the yarn store, and I had so much fun with my grandma. So I'm just so blessed that I got that opportunity, and I'm so blessed that she bought me the yarn as well. So all in all, such a lovely day. So it is the last day that we have the skis. Not that it matters to me because I didn't ski anyways, but tomorrow we don't have the lift cards anymore and people can't do the lifts, and we're gonna go back home. So I think this will be the end of the vlog so that I can edit it today and it can go up tomorrow. And tomorrow will honestly just be a travel day and then packing all of this stuff together, so nothing exciting is happening. But I would love to know what you think about me vlogging, because it is not something I have done a lot, and it's going to be my first like ever real vlog, which is crazy to me. So please let me know what you think, and thank you so much for watching till the end. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for 5,000 subscribers. It is absolutely crazy to me, and I'm so blessed to have you guys here. I hope you have fun, and I will see you in my next video.